Hey guys, so I'm going to show you my everyday makeup routine. I don't use foundation, so I'm just going to go through what I usually do. So I start with my brows, and I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in Brunette. And I just start off by carving the bottom and the top of my brows to create the shape and the arch. Now I'm taking the Urban Decay ink stain, and now I'm taking the Benefit brow powder, and I'm just filling in the edges of my brows, making it more darker on the outside and lighter pressure closer towards my nose. So I am going to do the same on the other side and just start off with the pencil again. So my brows are done, but they're usually not even at this point, so I carve them out with concealer. So I'm using the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline and a really small definer brush, and I'm just carving out my brows. Afterwards, when both of my brows are carved, I take a Q-tip, which I'm not at that point yet, so 1 second. Okay, so here I'm going to be taking a Q-tip to clean around the edges instead of blending it out, because I don't use foundation, so sometimes the edge can be really obvious unless I completely wipe away the excess product. And now I'm taking the Smashbox Photo Filter Primer, and I'm just applying it wherever I'm going to be applying cream products, so my nose, under my eyes, a little bit on my upper lip. And then I'm also going to be taking the Bobbi Brown Enriched Face Base, and I'm doing the same thing. So the first one I used to smooth, this I used to moisturize. And then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium. It's pretty light for me, but I'm very light in the winter, so... And I'm just going to apply this underneath the eyes. I have some redness around my nose to highlight the bridge of my nose as well, and a little bit where I have some redness from some skin treatment I was doing earlier. And I'm just going to blend it, blend it, blend it. I'm using the flat end of this sponge to blend it out so I can get really close to the lash line. And then just softening the edges with the more pointed edges of the sponge. Now I'm taking Coty Airspun in Translucent and setting the under eyes. I'm just going to be baking a little as well. So now I'm adding extra powder for bakage. That baking face though. And now I'm going to be taking my Hoola bronzer and going to be warming up the cheeks, adding some definition back into the face, defining the cheekbones. Around the forehead as well. Now I'm going to be taking a mixture of my Maybelline Fit Me powder in medium and the translucent powder, and just mixing it a little because the medium's too dark, and baking and carving out the cheeks where I brought the bronzer a bit too low. So just making sure that both sides are even. And then I'm going to take a fluffy brush and brush away the underneath the eye bake, because I'm going to be moving on to the next face step, which is blush. So I'm taking a blush brush and my Flower Beauty blush in the shade Peach Primrose, and pinking up my cheeks. And then I'm going to be taking my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and I'm going to be wetting my brush with MAC Fix Plus, which enhances the shine, and I'm just putting that all over my cheeks. Well, at the high points. And then I actually take Maybelline Master Chrome and add it on top, which I don't have to show you. Wiping away my bake. And then I'm taking the Tarteist Pro eyeshadow palette, and just taking a light brown shade, I'm very lightly dusting it in my crease just to add some definition. I really didn't want to look like I'm wearing eyeshadow. It's just more for adding dimension back into the face. And then I'm taking my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist and setting all those powders in, locking everything in. I do mascara afterwards because for some reason every time I do mascara first and then I set my face, it just always ends up transferring to my under eye or my lid, so I like to do this step afterwards. And then I'm taking my YSL lip oil in the shade 62 and 208 and just adding a nice sheen to the lips, slight tint of color. And there you have it. I'm all done. Thanks for watching, guys.